Division 1 for pre-season testing. And, excuse me, Cammy is not in the game. Get in there. Blah blah blah. We wait for the first person to go out. And it is VTR. So VTR starts the opening lap of the session. I'll just let VTR do a lap and then I'm gonna have to restart everything for Cammy. God's sake, why is everything broken? 36-1.
That's the end of the... So let's have a look at the times after the second and final qualifying session. Our live broadcast... Hello and welcome to the Jerez...
Sorry this is that to happen, guys, but annoying how Cammy joins as a director, not a rider. These the guys get to test during practice starts.
Soon enough, the cameras.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, balance performance is on. Damn it! I'm an idiot. Oh no, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, why don't I check? I don't check these things. I'm an idiot. Who's the guy that's missing? Is it Badly? Yep, right, let's go. Finally.
Welcome back to the start of the second qualifying session, and as we can see, the mechanics working on the bikes, trying to get the best performance out of them.
Right, so test again, let's go. So it's Finley who is the first rider out on track on board the LCR Castrol Honda. Doing a nice old wheelie and a stoppie. You got Howling, oh my god. Almost going onto the grass. Going onto the grass in fact. You've got Jack Berman, who remains on the Suzuki. You've got Sayer on the Pramac. You've got VTR on the Yamaha. Nelson back on a Pramac. Fadley on the factory Ducati. Kami on the Monster Yamaha. Josh on the Suzuki. Big wheelies, stoppies everywhere. Nobody wants to be the first person to do a lap here, it looks like. Too busy wanting to show those. There's someone who's going off the track. Who's that? It is Kami. I do believe it's going to be Jack who sets the opening lap here. He's probably going to start the opening lap unless he peels into the pits. Or dramatically slows down. And into the final corner to start the opening lap of this test. It's interesting to see who works on race pace, who works on quali pace, who just works on their general pace. And Jack involved it straight away. VTR now is going to be the first. No, he's not. He's invalidated too. So now it's going to be It was going to be Kami. It's now Fadley. He runs the 99 of the Ducati. And a Lorenzo helmet. So we have a bit of a train here of Fadley, Howling. And I can't tell who they are at the back as Finley has gone down. He was one of the riders in this train. Through turn 8 and on to turns 9 and 10. Oh no, Kami. Not Kami, sorry. Fadley. So now it is going to be Howling who sets the opening lap of this test. So Howling who's back on his bike, the Honda. And Howling crosses the line at 36.2, Nelson at 36.12. The champion goes to the top. Kami goes third, and Finley goes fourth, but they probably included they've included crashes. Into the final corner for Josh. Across the line and he goes fourth. What about his teammate Jack? He's currently just going through turn 8. So it's going to be interesting with the inclusion of the top 2 of Division 2 last season, VTR and Finley, to see well, how they affect things, because they return to this class. VTR's not. He's not been in Division 1 since. I can't remember when that actually was, whether it was Season 3 or Season 2. Anyway, Jack crosses the line and he goes top. And you look at this: Sayer, Nelson, Howling, and Fadley all in the one big group. Kami is somewhere. Oh, Nelson's gone very wide. That's stuffed up his lap. Sai across the line, he goes fastest. Fadley goes second. Cammy goes third. Where is Josh? He's just going through turn 11 now. Into the braking zone for the final corner. Across the line and he goes fifth. So the gap so far, well, apart from Finley, whose lap is still the crashed one, is all dead close. Finley's sporting a very Tom Sykes helmet there, except it's not a shark helmet, it's a showy helmet, which is a bit weird. But I guess it works. As Cammy sets 2 red sectors, so Cammy flying at the moment. Returns to the bag he was on in season 3. Cammy's going really fast here in this lap, as well as Fadley, who's just got Cammy behind him on track. There he is, and there is Sire, who is, sorry, it's Sire who's on a fast lap, I do apologise. Sire's on the third red sector. He crosses the line and improves further. Where he comes Cammy, will he take top spot? No, he doesn't, he goes second. And Finley setting his first proper lap time of the session, goes 8th, in front of his ex-teammate championship rival VTR in 9th. Bradley with a red sector 1. Looks like he didn't do a very great sector 1 and 2. In fact, he then lost sector 2, so. But Bradley seems, I think this might be a race run here because he's doing multiple laps. That's a hard pace. Into the double rights now, and he's ran really wide at the apex. And Fadley goes into the pits. So 2 LCR boys now working together on track. Howling improving in sector 1, can he keep it through sector 2? Into the braking zone of turn 6. Like a very wide, they still improving their VT over red sector 1. Finley's also improving, managing to follow his teammate. Oh, Howling's gone wide. So now Finley goes through. So what time can Finley do? across the line and Finley goes into 6th place. Oh, VTL's gone very wide at turn 10 and he's managed to somehow keep the lap going. It's pre-season test, so I don't really care about track limits. Don't really mean much at this point of the season. So I'll keep him going, keep his lap going. So the champion Nelson down in 7th currently. VTR goes 5th. So 4th to 9th are very, very close. And he's got Fadley, Cami and Sayo, who are on another level at the moment. And Fadley improves in Sector 1. So we don't exactly know what their strategies are. But one would suggest that Jack and below are doing race pace compared to the top 3 who have done a quali run. But if that's their actual race pace, then that is going to be quite scary. Obviously it's just pre-season. I can't actually remember to go to a ref, but when I do the championship standings tomorrow, I've got a load of championship standings to do tomorrow, and which I plan on working on. Be interesting to see what tracks are similar to Jerez that may come from the calendar. Going. Oh, Fadley, no, he's took out a little bit too cautiously, to turn a bit too early, and he's down. VTR's on another improved lap time. If I can find him. Howling having a lag nightmare. VTR around the final corner, looking to go into the top 4. And he does do. Nelson now down to 8th place. This is. I mean, he's not that far from the top. He's not far from top 5 at all. But it's not the position he wants to be in. That's for sure. He hasn't got that much to jump up the ranking. As Finley invalidates his lap time, just touching the green a little bit too much there on the inside. Just missing. Well, taking too much apex. As Fadley goes down, and Howling is currently improving as well. Bike all over the place as usual. Hopefully this time he can stay in track limits. Around the final corner for Howling, where will he go in this session? Can he get into the top 5? No, he can't. Interesting. Cami now with 2 red sectors, Sire improving as well. Fadley did say red sector 1, but the time has gone away from him. Josh was improving, but his lap time is barely validated. So the front 3 seem very, very fast at this point. Oh, Cami just taking a little bit too much speed, a little bit too much curve, and he's down. Well, not down, sorry, he's gone off the track onto the gravel. So you're improving in the 3rd sector. So can this be a 34 from the Pramac Racing rider? Into the final corner. Oh, he's missed the initial apex, but he's got a very nice late apex. Across the line, he does get that 34. Finley loses time in the 3rd sector. And he pulls out the lap, allowing his teammate to go through. He's not improving either. Fadley now improving on his lap time. And Howling has gone down as well, maybe trying to get into the pit lane. Yep. Can Bradley make it to the Ducati 1-2? Just before the Ducatis, but fortunately Adam is not here today for reasons I don't know. And here comes Bradley across the line, and he improves and makes it at Ducati 1-2 in this session. And the other Ducati, who is fortunately 8th at the moment, hopefully he can get inside the top 3 at some point. And he runs quite wide through turn 6. And now through turn 7. So we change from KTM to Ducati for Nelson. This is the first time that he spends a second season on the manufacturer. Having spent the first 5 seasons on 5 different manufacturers, the only manufacturer not to ride for was Aprilia. So that's the one bike on the bucket list to do for him. So maybe 22 will be the time he does the Aprilia, depending on how competitive the bike is for next year. Into the final corner, Nelson's hot. Just stays inside track limits there. Nearly going into the long lap route. And he crosses the line and he jumps up into 4th place. That gap could be tipped even more if it wasn't for the mistake. The last corner. Cammy is on fire again. Cammy now comes across the line and he moves back into 2nd place, only just over 1.5 tenths off the top time. Oh, Josh is validated. People are just struggling with invalidations here at this track. Track a little bit narrow, a little bit tight, it's easy. Narrow corners that sort of make it easy to run off the track. And Cammy has gone down. So Jack currently on an outlap. VTR is on a he was on a personal best lap until he reached sector 3. VTR across the line, he jumps into 4th place, just being under a second off the top time, and he goes down hitting the grass and the curb. Something you don't really want to be doing at turn 1. Josh boxes. Finley not all by himself as Halley's just up the road, so it's nice to see these two working together. Josh back out of the pits, put probably fresh rubber or more fuel topped up. So I think Jack's going to be so Jack's the only one who's stayed with the same team, I believe, this season. But he's not the only person to stay with the same manufacturer as Bradley's. All he's done is move from Pramac to the factory team. Jack now looking to improve on his lap time. See where he can go. across the line. It's an improvement, but not by much. As the LCR boys are improving their lap, well, quite far apart. But Finley's improving his first two sectors. So now goes through sector 3, see if he can keep the momentum up. So now goes into turn 9. He does. Howling's also improving. The Hondas just don't seem to be able to turn, which is what they're like. So it looks like these two are going to have to just try and find something to make that Honda turn more, as Fadley has gone down. Howling crosses the line and does improve and jumps into 7th place. His teammate Finley now comes across the line and improves to 6th place. So that now puts Josh at the bottom of the leaderboards in 1.4 seconds off the pace, so he's not that far off at all, as his teammate Jack goes off the track to get out of his way. Very quickly here, Howling could be back down to 9th place if Josh is able to improve by a big enough margin. Into the final corner he goes. Looking a little bit tentative there. Across the line, and he jumps to 4th. So we're nearly, well, we've gone past the halfway stage. We've nearly got 20 minutes to go. And Howling has invalidated his lap time in the final sector at turn 12. So he'll be annoyed about that. But he carries on. And Fadley is now improving his current time. He's invalidated the lap time. He was so close to the grass that unfortunately took it too tight, so it chucked him wide, and that's a lap gone. As Nelson is now on 2 red sectors, as well as his teammate Sire, so we could be on for a Pramac 1-2 here. And Jack Berman looking to jump some positions as he's been following Cammy, so that's one of the people you need to and he's run out of fuel, I think. Yeah, I think he's run out of fuel, unfortunately for him. Tie boxes for some reason. Nelson could be going to the top as he goes down the straight using the Ducati power, and he goes to the top of the standings, 140.6, and he crashes straight away. So if that's the difference between qualifying pace and race pace, then hopefully all these guys are doing race pace, and their qualifying pace can be really close. As Cammy sets a red sector 2, and Howling goes into 7th place, 1 second off the pace. And he looks like he's going to box this lap. Finley's gone down at turn 1. Accommodating invalidates his lap time as he goes into the final corner to start his next one on the front, just bobbing a little bit. So at the moment, not a lot going on, lots of grey sectors, so this is probably just the part where we just wait for a while. And then we will see who can put the fastest times in at the end with those who are yet to set qualifying times, if they're going to set qualifying times. Jack now improving. If we can have the pre-season test covered by under a second, that would be really, really good. Jack across the line, he jumps into 5th place. Both LCRs in the pit, everyone else is out on track. Josh improving in sector 3. Around the final corner as he exits. And he jumps into 4th place. So lap times are coming now, just the LCR boys left to go under a second. Sire now setting a red sector 1 as he goes round turn 5 and goes down the straight. Under the DHL boards into turn 6. Red sector 2 for him. As fellow Ducati rider Fadley's gone down, his teammate Nelson lets Sire through. Flying now through turn 8. The bike just not turning at that point, but he's able to cut it back for the apex. He's now going to turns 9 and 10. Front just wobbling a little bit. Sire improving still, but he's lost time in the 3rd sector to Nelson. Possibly due to turn 8 and 9. Through turn 12. And into the final corner. Across the line, and Sire is unable to improve on his lap time. Where the LCR boys, they're just starting. No, they're not even together. Finley starts his lap howling. He's on his out lap. So this is sort of crunch time for them. I'm pretty sure the user will be now doing their quality runs unless they're not focusing on quality runs at all. And Finley improving in sector 1 through turn 5. Firing out the Honda down the straight, heading towards turn 6. Getting it stopped, nicely rounded off, and now we head into turn 7. And now into turn 8. This is looking like a nice clean lap from Finley here. As we go into turn 9. And into turn 10. Through turn 11. And now turn 12. One more corner to go for the Season 5 Division 2 champion. Where will this lap put him? As he puts all the power down across the line and he jumps into 4th place. And Howling starts his lap. Oh, he's wide at turn 4. And he isn't improving. Looks like he's backed out the lap a little bit here. Yep. So so the rider's covered by 1 second. Hopefully Howling can improve his lap time. As Fadley is now improving in sector 1. Down the straight. Can he continue the run? He can. Let's go into turn 6. Fadley is still improving on his lap time, and he could, if he can just, he's done these 2 corners that he struggled at through the test. So he's got through them into the final corner. He's run a little bit wide. Someone's on the inside of the grass. I have no idea why they're there. Don't even know who it is. But Fadley crosses the line and he moves into the side, inside the top 5 into 4th position. Howling unable to improve on his first sector time. He goes down the straight heading towards the sector 2 timing spots. And into turn 6. And Jack is also improving now in sector 1. Cameron was able to set a red sector 1 but not able to make any improvements through the 2nd or 3rd sectors. Oh, Jack just making that Suzuki turn enough through turn 10, through turn 11. Oh no, Howling's able to improve his lap time and is moved up to 8th place, so everyone is under a second from each other from first to last. 0.996 seconds, so really impressive to see. Hopefully, and Fadley goes even quicker. Hopefully VTR can improve his time so the gap can be even smaller. As Howling improves his sector 1. Down the straight. Heading towards turn 6. Improvement once again. Holding a wideish line. Not really hugging the curb as much as you could. And now through turn number 8. And now to the double rights of turn 9 and 10 with the front wobbling a lot. through turn 12, and now into the final corner. Oh, Josh is invalidated at turn 12, it looks like, and Howling unable to improve on his last sector. Josh goes into the pits. So just 7 minutes remaining now. So that's about 4 to 5 laps, depending on what stage you're at on the track. Sadly, crosses the line. He does not improve on his lap time. Cammy, Zyro currently on out laps, as well as Josh, Jack, VTR, and Howling. Oh, Howling! No, Howling's invalidated his lap time actually. He might actually be on an in lap. Probably just making a little bit of an error there, turning a little bit too early onto the grass. Size overshot to the final corner there. Cammy now coming up to the final corner too. Getting a little bit of airtime there on the rear. And Cammy goes to the top. He found something in that last sector. Oh, VCR's gone down at turn 5. Josh into turn 6 and has lost time in the second sector. Josh into the final corner now. Across the line, and he jumps up into 4th place. Jack now, Moldova Suzuki's improving his lap time as he goes through turn 11 and now turn 12. Oh no, he's gone down. I think he must have hit the curb there. That's the only way I can see that crash realistically taking place there. And into the final corner for Nelson as he looks to try and go back to the top of the standings. And he does, he goes back to the top of the timesheets. VTR looking to improve his lap time. Into the braking zone. Personal best into sectors 1 and 2. Trucking it into turn 7. And now into turn 8. And now into turns 9 and 10. Oh no, he's... oh. VTR will now have one more lap at this. Maybe... yeah, just one more actually. And Cammy's improving. Cammy could go to the top of the sheets here depending on how quick his sector 4 is. Into the final corner. Across the line, and he is not able to get to the top. So everyone's on their last laps pretty much. Second to last laps at this stage. As Nelson goes down at the final corner. I think, did he do that trying to box? Yeah, he did. Cammy improves in sector 1. Finley in the final sector. He's looks to be going very, very slow. Something's going a bit wrong here. I don't know whether he's running out of fuel or what. I think he is running out of fuel. Hopefully he can get out the way or something. If he has done. His VTR is now coming along to his path. Oh, he just dives into the pit lane. VTR into the final corner. Can he finally improve on his lap time? Out the final corner, down the straight. And he is unable to improve on his lap. Tayo is now improving in sectors in sector 1. Looks like Cammy's not able to do anything unless his 4th sector is absolutely mega. And across the line, he's unable to improve the lap time. Nelson for some reason has gone back out, even though he can't do anything. So it's just Jack and Saya now to end the session. Jack going out the final corner now, and across the line. And now it's just Saya who will finish off the session. So we're a little bit hot into the final corner, and I think that is going to be the session over.
So let's have a look at the times after the second and final qualifying. That's the end of the second and final
So Eric Nelson
session, and we
tops the test with Cammy in second, Saya in third, Josh 4th, Fadley 5th, Finley 6th, Jack 7th, Howling 8th, and VTR 9th. Hope you guys have all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week when it's round 1 of the season. Goodbye.